I thought I'd try something different this time around. A couple of people have asked that I do something that's a little bit more talky and a little bit less with the words on the screen and stuff like that. So I actually talk to you and say hi and maybe talk you through the guitar, what I like about it, what I don't like about it. So I'm going to just try something a bit different. It might be a bit patchy, it might be a bit fun. I don't have the most photogenic room in all the world, so apologies for the massive amount of background stuff. I'm afraid the hat's part of the break cover look and feel, so you have to suffer that, whatever happens. So yeah, let's try something a bit different this time around, and I hope you like it. Thanks very much. See you later. Okay, so here's the case. I'll tell you the story of this guitar in a minute. This is my very first proper Music Man. I have a Sterling AX40, which is the Axis copy, and I have an OLP MM1F. Both of them have the Floyd Rose on them, and I've had enough of Floyd Rose, thank you very much. I don't think there's another locking anything that I can play with. I don't mind it. I've got used to changing the strings, I've got used to the whole thing about balancing string tension with spring tension. So I've got all used to that, but I've had enough, so it was lovely to get a proper Music Man with a proper Music Man trim on it. That's been really cool. There's a couple of marks on the case, as you can see. The story of this guitar then is essentially it was made in 2005. It was about 7.5 years ago as I'm filming this, and it's been pretty much sat in a barn. I got the feeling that the guy got it home, played with it a couple of times, it was alright, put it back in the case. I'm told the wife got fed up with tripping over the case in the living room. Fair enough, we know what that's like. You can probably just about make out, I don't know if you can on this, there's some odd marks on this. We've been through a number of stages of cleaning. When it's been in the barn after the wife got fed up of tripping over it for so long, it was clearly stored upright in the barn, but all of the owls and creatures that live in the barn have helped themselves to pooping all over it, so the case took a massive amount of cleaning just to get to this stage, and it's still not really clean enough, but hey, there you go. So there you go, that's a Music Man case, and that's the story of the guitar and its life before I've got it. So give me a second and I'll show you what the guitar looks like. Right, so here's the guitar in the case. The white cloths are mine. Despite vowing never to buy another black guitar, I've ended up with another black guitar. So yes, I'm looking forward to even more time cleaning the wretched thing, but that's okay, that's part of gigging really, I don't mind that. The strap came with it, quite a nice leather strap, quite a medium thickness, seems to work very well. It came with the trim arm, although it's holding, there it is. I'll pop that on before I play it so you can see it a bit better. And as you can see, very typical Music Man head. See if I can get you that. Right, around there you go. Typical Music Man Luke headstock. Beautiful bird's eye maple. I mean, it's stunning. If you're watching this, you probably know all about Music Man and the legend that is their necks anyway. But I will flip it over in a minute and show you that. It's just divine. The one thing that I would say is I'm struggling a little bit with the neck. It is dry where it's not been played for so long. I do have some hydration fluid that I'll get busy with. But yeah, as you imagine, it is when you take something that's not been played for a considerable amount of time, it does suffer a little bit. So there you go. So yeah, also then, EMGs. I'm in a classic rock covers band, so EMGs are a bit high-tech and newfangled for me. A couple of Steve Lukather special EMG active single coils, and then an EMG 85 in the bridge, which is somewhat different to what I expected. I'll do a bit more when we do the demo of the actual guitar. And hopefully you can see, I mean, yes, there's the odd bit of fluff. I don't breathe on the thing because it attracts fluff. But as you can see, apart from the case being in a grubby state where it's been in a barn, it's in pretty good nick. I'm well chuffed. It's like a new guitar that's been sat around and is no longer a new guitar money, so that's pretty good for me. Right, I'll flip it over, show you the back. So here you go, I'll start at the bottom, and if you wanted further evidence of new old stock, it's still got the plastic on the blooming controls cover, which is just scary. Battery for the EMGs. I'm told that by the Music Man website that the battery life on this is 638 hours, which is considerably more than if you just left it plugged in and plugged in day and night for a month. It would still be playing, which is scary. I won't show you the plate too much. It's just a plate. The bit that you want to see, I know you do, is this awesome neck. So let me get the angle right for you. And there we go. Made in the United States and not England. Some lovely Shaler locking trims. I've got Grovers on my Chapman MO2, the lockings. The difference it makes to changing your string is quite genuinely breathtaking. Although to be honest, even the Gretsch is better than the Floyd Roses. I'm so tired of those. You probably detected that already. And there you go, there's the wonderfully gun oil moisturised bird's eye maple neck that for me is the pinnacle of guitar technology. I just can't. I've played so many Ibanez. The Gretsch is lovely, much better than it's got any right to be. The Sterling is very good, the OLP is very good, but I've got to be honest, this is the Chapman is excellent actually. That's a very similar feel, it's very satin feel, but nothing's like this. The Cambronita is high gloss, so I have found myself hands getting sticky at practices, so I did one gig with it and it wasn't a problem, but I think this is going to be a dream. So there you go. Hope you saw that all right. Good. Okay, so just before I show you what the guitar sounds like, which is I guess why we're all here, I just want to talk to you about guitar shops. I'm not a big fan of going into guitar shops to try guitars. There's a trend recently which I really like. Andertons of Guildford do it, Absolute Music in Bournemouth do it, and essentially it's putting these little rooms together so you can go and hide in a cubicle with an amp of your choice normally, and you can try out your guitar in the privacy of your own space. What drives me spare is the sort of bigger brands, the bigger chains, where you walk into the shop and there's a bunch of people all basically showing off to the extreme as to how fast they can play a riff really quick or whatever it might be. I just find it annoying. I don't go there to show off. That's what my gigs are for. So the whole idea for me of going into a guitar shop is so that you can find out whether the guitar works for you. This particular guitar, I must say, is the first guitar that my hands and my ears have bought. I had no intention of buying a Luke. I had no intention of buying another Super Strat. I was amazed when I found myself drawn to it. However, my wife recommended I pick it up. I tried an Axis Super Sport and I tried an Axis MM90. That's the one with the P90s in it. Didn't like either of them, although the necks were Music Man awesome. The sound was not what I was looking for. My wife said, "Oh, go and try the other one." I tried the other one, and my hand said, "I want to play this guitar," and my ears said, "You have to buy this guitar." So that's what I ended up with. So the point I was making was that I'm not a fan of music shops, and I don't like going in there and then having to try and remember some riffs to make it look like I'm clever. So what I did is I came up with a bunch of riffs that I wrote for another project that actually tell me how my guitars feel for me. So what I'm going to do in this next clip is just do a bunch of riffs. Some of them will be with lots of effects on, some of them will be crunchy, some of them will be dirty, and some of them will be nice and clean. But I'll try various pickup configurations so you can see what it's like in the various places. So position 1 for me is the neck, position 2 is neck and middle single coil, position 3 is the middle single coil, position 4 is the single coil, middle single coil and the bridge, I think I've got that right. Position 5 is the bridge, so I'll probably pop that up on the screen so that you can see which ones are which. And then we'll just go for it, and I'll play you a bunch of those riffs and see what you like and see what you don't like. Anyway, that's the end. I hope you've enjoyed my little run through demo review, call it what you like, of my new Music Man Luke. I love it very much. Can't wait to take it to practice. Can't wait to get it out and do some gigs. Check out facebook.com/breakcover for more stuff from us. And if you're interested in all the techie bits, I'll put some techie bits on the play out at the end. Alrighty, thank you very much for staying around. See you later. Bye.